Felilum, fiddleheads. Welcome to Station AOAS. I'm Roving Reporter Bonnie, and I'll be your host for today's Omnicast. For those who saw last week's Omnicast and wondered what happened to me, thank you for wondering, and I'm fine. I'm happy to say I escaped capture from the cave in which the rebels had imprisoned me. I was aided by a tiny green foundling with enormous pointy ears and a benign blue being. They have now become my comfort creatures. In finance, the Interstellar Insecurities Exchange is experiencing unprecedented activity. Wallow Street ran amok when the bull and bear who defined market conditions got into a tussle and couldn't agree on whose turn it was to manage things. Both have been sent to the animal clinic for recuperation, and a bunny has stepped in as interim market manager. What's more, the bunny changed the gold standard to a 24-carat standard, as in carrots. You know, the things you eat. Sending commodities values spiraling. Wonder if they'll make spiral carrot chips. It could be a thing. In event news, the Omni Tail and Tea Tour has been suspended until 2021 due to more factors than you can shake a stick at. Let's just say there are lots of people upset in Ignis Realm with the Ignis Realm right about now. For those left with nothing to do as a result of the postponements, 8 new writing projects have just been released by Din Q's Gaian Plenipotentiary, with everything from a rhyming, witchy story for kids, the final installment in Peyton Drake's first 7-part story, Love Among the Brambles recaps, reference guides, and the new omniversal anthology, Portals and Prose and Verse. As part of Station AOAS's Straight from the Art segment, I'll read my contribution to the Portals Project, a portal of ideas, information, and thanks. I wanted to write a story about the Hall of Portals. It was going to include beings known as the Keepers of the Portals. It didn't work out. So instead, let me tell you what the Portals, the Hall of Portals, and the Keepers of the Portals are, then we'll go from there. The portals are books, those glorious items that allow us to travel through space and time to different worlds, experience different things, and learn about history in ways that we might not have learned in school. They allow our imagination free rein to visualize whatever world we're reading about, and it's a marvelous thing. The halls of portals are libraries, those wondrous places filled to the brim with those glorious books that I had great opportunities to be allowed to indulge in as I was growing up. Just the other day, my mom pointed out where one used to be that she took me to when I was in kindergarten or first grade. Sadly, it's no longer a library. The keepers of the portals are the librarians, those most dedicated people that guard the portals and the sanctity of the halls for those who need or want to use them in peace. And if you're really, really lucky, they end up liking you, and you get to help them when it's time to order new books. I don't know anything about that. Not at all. Nope. I wish to dedicate this little blurb to the keepers, because it was 2 of them that helped instill and foster my love of reading. I met the first keeper when I was in elementary school. Mrs. Weber held a book fair every year, which I was a huge fan of. I met the second keeper during my high school years, and it's to her I wish to say thank you. For it was Mrs. Meckler's dedication to her job and the knowledge she imparted to some freshmen and sophomores during one of my turns as her assistant, which allowed me to pass part of the Ohio 9th grade proficiency test that I had to take that day. Unfortunately, for my graduating class, we were the first class that had to take and pass this test in order to graduate. Math and citizenship were my kryptonite. Mrs. Meckler was going over the judicial system with these other students, and I happened to overhear their conversation, which led me to have the information fresh in my brain when I went to take the test. I totally and completely believe that without hearing that exchange, I wouldn't have passed. And I'd already failed that particular subject 3 years. Yes, years running. And I had to pass this time as it was my last opportunity. So once again, a great big thank you goes out to my high school keeper of the portals and all the keepers who work to make sure portals are available for generations to come. The Portals Anthology is available now on the site run by the Amazonians and is full of soul-bearing stories on every portal imaginable, from music to movies to teacups to feelings. A literati kit is being planned for the November 6th launch party, even as I speak. If it's all the same to you, I'm going to skip the sport report today. I had more than enough exertion trying to escape from the rebels, and it was an experience, considering I'm not very actively inclined. Instead, we'll go straight to this week's upcoming auspicious observances. Angel Food Cake Day. How do you like to eat your angel food cake? I like mine with strawberries, or to mix a box up with a can of crushed pineapples and bake it, and it is so yummy. Handbag Day. Do you have a lot? You know, you collect them, don't really use them, can't use them all in your lifetime. I've got a few like that. Yep, It's my party day. It's my party, and I'm sorry, can't sing. I know it. I know better. Pardon me, dropped the phone. Okay, Old Farmers Day. Those old farmers know a thing or two. Skeptics Day. Sure. I Love Lucy Day. Oh, I have a dog named Lucy. I do love her. But I also have a friend who likes Lucy. Like, she collects things. Then there's Gumbo Day. I've never had it. Is it any good? Bosses Day. I hope you have a most excellent boss. Dictionary Day. Hate dictionaries. I was always told when I asked how to spell something, go look it up in a dictionary. You need to know how to spell it before you can look it up. Moment of Frustration Day. See the one before. Always frustration. Dessert Day. Desserts. Eat them for breakfast? Sure, I can do that. Take your parents to lunch day. I hope your parents are still around for you to take advantage of this day. And do it more often, not just on this day. That concludes this week's Omnicast. Tune in next week for the time of your life. For Station AOAS, I'm Roving Reporter Bonnie. Stay safe and cherish ses hommes.